What's happening, everyone? Welcome to GBALL VISION. I hope you are doing awesome today. In this video, we are going to be talking about 7 knives that come in under the $50 price point that are great for an EDC knife or a work knife. We'll hop right into it with the Miguron Takog. Now, this is a little newer of a knife to me, but I have not been able to put this knife down over the last week or so. You do have a single stud here with a front and top flipper, so you can front flip it and you can top flip it. The stud is not reversible, so it will be a thumb flicker or a reverse flicker depending on which hand you're using. You have 14C 28N blade steel with that great drop point blade. Love this flat area here with that hand rub satin on it. You have G10 handles with steel liners, steel pocket clip, great access to that liner with a chamfer on the liner. Very well done from Miguron. This is right around $40 right now. And even with XL sized hands, you can get a nice full purchase on this thing. I think this would make for a great secondary carry, a great work knife, a great EDC knife, no question, even a fifth pocket knife. Great materials and a great price coming from Miguron, right around 40 bucks. Definitely giving this one the go. Let's go to the next one. So the next one is not really a stranger to the channel. This is the Kubi Carve, and I have used, abused, carried the hell out of this thing. It's like 38 bucks, 40 bucks right now. I'll try to link all this stuff down below in the description, at least somewhere you can find all these. They are all in stock, so it's just a matter of getting to them. So this is a Kubi. You have a PVD coated D2 blade. This is a Tanto style blade, and guys, it has come in ultra useful. I mean, the edge is very well done. Having the second edge here is an awesome workhorse. I have used this thing for scraping, for some prying, a lot of cutting, and it's held up pretty well, I would say, for what I've done to this thing. Cutting thermoply, straps, string, I mean, you name it, this thing has cut through it. You can see some minor wear on the blade, but it has held up extremely well. You do have good access to that liner with the chamfer. The action is good, just like the Takog. Very good open and closing action. You have a fuller right here that you can thumb and reverse flick off of, and then you have a rear flipper tab. In my opinion, out of the bunch, this is going to be one of the best work knives out of this group. You have comfortable G10 handles. You can get a full purchase on this guy, even with large, extra large hands. You have a recessed steel pocket clip. The screw is not recessed, but there is plenty of room in there for even thicker seam pants. The action on this for like $38 to $40, I think this is a definite winner. The coating really helps aid in not having corrosion issues, and that's the main issue with D2, is it will corrode under the right circumstances, but that coating allows this to have a long life. Very ergonomic. I think this would make a great EDC or work knife for somebody who's looking to be right around that $40 price point. It's a great size. Hard to beat a Kubi. If you are new, Kubi is definitely a company to take a look at, and check out some of their knives. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. So next up is probably, as of right now, going to win my under $50 knife of the year. I need to get my hands on a Moirel from Miguron, but as of right now, this is my best under $50 knife of the year. It's the Petrified Fish Viking. You have K110 steel, drop point, straight back style blade here. You have this long, elongated belly here, a hell of a piercing tip. And it's going to do your poking tasks extremely well. Anytime that you need to poke and drag or get behind something, that nice pointy tip is going to do you justice. I have cut the hell out of myself on this thing. It is extremely sharp. It came with a razor edge from Petrified Fish. You do have good access to that liner there. There is no jimping or chamfering on this, but in this case, it really isn't needed. It's so intuitive to move over, so easy to move over. I have not had a single issue with this. And then this comes in right around 48 bucks. They come with a deep carry steel rollover clip. I threw a titanium clip on here just to see what it would look like. All the hardware is blacked out, and guys, the micarta is absolutely exceptional. For under 50 bucks, this thing is extremely hard to beat. You can thumb flick it, you can reverse flick it off the fuller, and then that front flipper works very well for all the front flipper things that you could possibly do. It's a great knife, very ergonomic, has a swell. I love this thing, and it probably will win my under $50 knife of the year. That is the Petrified Fish Viking. Let's check out another one. Next up is another favorite of mine. This is the SOG Terminus XR. This is a great under $50 knife. You have a Cryo D2 stonewash drop point blade. Very user friendly for EDC and work style tasks. You have dual thumb studs and a rear flipper tab, all equally working very well. And then you have SOG's XR lock, which is one of my favorite crossbar style locks. I love the tabs that they use for the crossbar lock. Easy to grab a hold of, and you can use those to deploy it as well. This is a EDC monster, a work monster, and it's also a fidget monster. You have G10 handles here, a deep, ultra deep carry steel rollover clip. No issue getting this in and out of pocket. It's nice and lightweight. It competes in a sense with the bug out. It's got a little different of a look to it. You know, the extra flipper tab. It's got its own look, but in a way, this competes very well with the bug out in a more affordable territory. And they also have a more expensive one as well. But this is, in my opinion, under 50 bucks. I think it's like 45 maybe after a discount. This is very well done, and I'm a huge fan of the SOG Terminus. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the Kershaw Natrix. Now, not this specific one here in the copper. This one comes in a little over 50, but there's several other models that come in under the $50 price point, and I think this thing is an absolute beast when it comes to a user. This one in particular with these heavy copper scales, I don't think this would be the best EDC knife, but the ones in G10 and different handle materials, I think would make a great EDC knife. You have a fuller that runs the whole length of the blade. It is a stone washed D2 sheep's foot style blade, very user friendly, very intuitive, very easy. They call it a sub frame lock, basically just a frame lock. You have an ultra deep carry pocket clip here made out of steel. It is reversible for our lefty buddies. The action is good. The detent's a little on the later side, but because of the weight of that blade, you will have absolutely no issues with this thing. The reverse flick is good. I think the only thing you might have some trouble on is the thumb flick until you mess with it a little bit, because it's got a pretty stout detent. But with a little practice and a little wrist action, you can definitely get this thing moving. The Kershaw Natrix XL, this thing is awesome. Overbuilt, heavy duty. I think this would make a great work knife, great EDC knife in a separate configuration. That is awesome. Let's move on to the last one. And in this one, you're getting a twofer. The CJRB Warney Pyrite and the Drop Point Pyrite both are coming in under $50, and they are exceptional budget button locks from CJRB. They're both coming in RPM 9 steel. The drop point version has G10 handles. They both do come in different varieties, all kinds of varieties. I opted to throw a titanium pocket clip on this one. I've had this since the week that these were released from CJRB last year, and it is a great button lock. CJRB is notoriously good at making button lock flippers. I also threw a titanium clip on this one. They both come with a steel deep carry rollover clip. Civivi clips fit on here, CJRB's titanium clips. This one is the steel configuration, and the way they finish this steel and the way they mill this out on the internals for weight relief, it really feels good. I mean, you could almost get, if you didn't know knives like a, you know, collector or someone who's been in the knife world for quite a while, you might think this is titanium, because it's lighter, it's well finished. I mean, this is the best finish I've seen on steel in a long time, if not ever. If you go with the Warney, you get the hole for your deployment options. If you go with the drop point, you get the studs. I think both of them are 100% worth the price of admission. And if you had both of these, you would have basically everything covered. I mean, the G10 one is lighter, would be a great EDC style knife and a work knife as well, but a great EDC knife. It's very light, very useful, stonewashed on this blade. And I think the Warney Pyrite would make a great EDC, but I think it would make an even better work knife just because of that style blade with the coating. It's got that little bit more heft to it because of the steel handle. Not that you would want to go beating on a button lock, but for normal type work tasks, I think this would be phenomenal. The CJRB Pyrite series is great. I also have the XL version that is not yet out. This has an unboxing up already. I will link that. It should be out by now if you're seeing this video. This is a great knife. Also, you can see the size difference there. Quite a bit bigger. But that'll wrap it up, guys, for the 7 knives under $50. I think that's a great price point for people who are looking for a heavy duty user, or they're just getting into the knife game, anything like that, or just you want a new knife and you're looking for something that's under $50. I think these are some good ones to take a look at. I highly stand behind all these knives. They are very, very well done. Knives these days are just getting more and more exceptional as the weeks go on. I'm always getting surprised at how good things are, especially at their price point and the materials we're getting nowadays. I've said it before, it's just insane what we're getting now compared to 10 years ago. But that'll wrap it up, guys. I'll link 2 other videos here that you should definitely go check out. If you are new and you are not subscribed, click that GBALL VISION logo right there in the center of your screen. I would love to have you here. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Otherwise, I will catch you on the next one.